Alright, hello. As you can see, I have made the foolish mistake of forgetting to remove the image describing what planet it is. So, let me go take care of that. I just noticed that right after I started, because of course, this won't take a minute. Very professional of me, of course. And Gobindi from Galaxy of Fear, Planet Plague. Theme. I'm not sure how you describe it. Giant. What are they called? They're not pyramids. They're what's the word? The big square ones. The giant. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking the word. Wait, hang on. Let me look at my notes quick. My Gobindi notes. Ziggurats. That's the word. I was never going to guess that word. Such a weird word. That is plagued. Alright. Go ahead and save that. And I'll leave my notes open because that might be helpful. Okay. So. Oh. There we go. I can improve that image. 1 second. 1 second. One second. Alright, and fill that in. And save. That should be updated. There we go. Okay. That should be perfect. Sorry about the delay. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. Yes, it looks like it, so I'll go ahead and start some music. Presumably something at least vaguely jungle themed. Let's start with Sholazar Basin from WoW, I guess. That seems at least somewhat thematically on point. Alright. How are we doing today? Hopefully you are all well. So, Gobindi is from, as you can see, I've made progress on this map already, but I promise you just missed the most tedious parts. Gobindi is originally from it's only from Planet Plague, which was a Galaxies of Fear book, and, well, the description kind of describes it itself. The natives of the planet, the Gobindi themselves, I guess they're called, had plagues on the planet because the steamy jungle or whatever, like, made bacteria and whatever else grow very easily. And so, there were lots of problems, and they constructed these ziggurats above their jungles to, why is that like that? Should be like 180, right? There we go. They constructed them to basically elevate themselves above the plagues. And, well, it's a whole story in itself, of course. But they were eventually wiped out by another plague of some sort. They had some plagues locked inside certain ziggurats, and others were just for living in. So it's a fun place, quote unquote. It's supposed to be somewhat metropolitan, so I'm treating this like as a jungle that's also a city. Despite the plague history, it seems to be mostly under control until the Empire like messes with it and makes it worse on purpose. But you know, what you can do? What can you do? Let's see. So right now I'm just stacking buildings like this, and it probably looks very strange to you, but I'm planning to have these all sunken. This map actually started quite a while ago, but I had to put it on hold because something weird happened that was causing the map to instantly crash whenever it was used, and I had to do some weird finagling to find a way around that. But it seems to work perfectly now. So that's nice. It can actually be, work can actually resume on it. So, hooray. Okay. Now, these are representing obstacles. And what I'm going to do is basically use them to create a space that's going to block passability. Not entirely, but partially. Ugh. So, I'm actually thinking it might be better to have, oh, I could just, yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll have a, section like this that is just, like, you can only fly over, but then I'll allow an infantry only pass through it as well. Similar to what I did in Sandsea Station. It's actually a cute idea that I didn't really expand on much because of limited space on that map. But I think it's one that is definitely worth seeing more of. Alright. So let's go ahead and just copy paste everything. Being lazy. Anyway. Alright. I don't think this will make it into point 3. Probably not. Which is kind of sad, but actually Tulpa and Mushroom Marsh still aren't in, but it's because of weird behind the scenes stuff. But they should be in for point 3. They're just not yet. Ugh. Anyway, let's try 4,000. Might be blocking off too much, maybe? Yeah, it's a little tight, but it's not too bad, I don't think. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do is cut these down to here. You know what, I'll just... I didn't mean to do that. Well, here we go. And let's see. I actually should count to make sure these are even. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Okay. This is exactly what I want. Is it? I think it is. It's the right size, I'm just not sure about the placement. Yeah, I guess it's okay. Let me grab that measuring tool. Props generic, I believe. Oh, I have no idea what it's called though. It's been so long since I used it. Good to like kind of visualize how far across, however. But yeah. Well, while I'm looking for that. Oh boy. What could it be called? I wonder. See, I want to like make sure these are measuring equally, or that they're wide enough anyway. As I don't want to make any single one of these paths like feel way too narrow and annoying. So, man, I wish I knew where that dang measuring stick is. I have other ways I can measure, it's just this is the easiest to visualize and move around with quickly. I cannot remember what I called it, or what it was called. Technically Bob made it, I don't think I even named it. What on earth could it be called? Alright, well if I don't find it here, I'll use some other method. Measurement, here it is. Alright, so that's 400, that's pretty wide. 400 is always pretty generous. This is not, because it's 300 and a half. Okay, that's a little odd. I might need to change the size of this if it's acting that way, because that'll mess with how I do other stuff too. Okay, let's rotate this. See what we get here. That's 200 and a half. That's definitely not okay. And this is 400. Okay. I think the solution is to remove these and slide these over. Yes, but then I also need to change it the other way as well. And I'll show you what I mean there in a second. Alright, let's slide these up. Oops, wrong number. There we go. Now, if I can make these like more than 300 wide. Okay, did I just mess it up? What on earth? Okay, so now, did I need to light this whole thing up? I might. I should probably do that actually. Okay. So now that is 400. This is 300 and a half. What on earth? How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. Okay, well, then what's this? That's okay. Wait. Okay, no, this is correct. This. Okay. Perhaps. Oh man, I'm mind fucking myself right now. Excuse me. Oh, you know what? There's an easy solution to this. What is this? There we go. And make them 100 size. And oh, actually, I guess 200 is fine. No, I want 100. I want the default Greeble size. Let's see. Okay. I want these to hug these edges because that will make it significantly easier. What the hell was Is this always like this? Okay. Huh. Apparently I had it right all along. I was just messing with myself, apparently. Alright, well, okay. Fine. Let's move these north regardless. There we go. 400 all around. That's pretty nice. Now, what I'm thinking next is I'll put bridges across here that'll be infantry only, just to make that a little more accessible. That seems like a plan to me. Oh, actually, I could make them hover only and make them pipes. Then I could keep the dip. That would be kind of cute, actually. Alright, let's try that. Yes. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. Lowering these into it. 195. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to save. Unfortunately, the saves are already kind of high on this one because I put up a lot of stones to make the outside ziggurats. So this will be pretty prop intensive as a map, but I believe it'll be okay. Because well, the jungle might be intense, but I think I'm going to be like kind of efficient, so to speak, with how I do my my prop usage, as it were. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually, what is the max height here? Max height is 0, so this must be 0 height, which means I want -40 maybe. Let's try that. So how I feel about it. Maybe -50. Let's try that. All right. Okay. All right. Look at these corners. And then I'll hide the objects and change the view, and that'll make it easier to do this. I could do this by hand, but you can, or with the MS Paint, but you can only do that so many times before it starts getting funky. And I'd rather just not risk it at this point. Especially because this is going to be like one flat layer as opposed to like the hell that was going around here. And if I mess up these outside areas, well, there's no coming back from that. That was just way too much work to do again. Alright, let's make this bigger. And let's do this to see better. Alright. There we go. Slowly slide up. And let's just take it nice and easy. Up we go. Nice and easy. And when this place is lowered, I will fill this out with infantry wandering around, civilian stalls. Make it look like the, what's it called? One in Sandsea Station, because I like that idea. Gobindi was supposedly flat, or the Madala is the name of the city of Gobindi. The buildings are supposed, the ziggurats are supposed to be flat with buildings atop them, but I think this works better for gameplay reasons, and I don't see why there can't be both. So I will include some buildings, but I also want to include these little dips here. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's just slide this up. Make our way up it. All right, perfect. Let's just smooth it out. It is tedious, that's for sure. But it does also look good when you do it right. And MS Paint would definitely be faster, but I'm not really willing to risk that at this point. After, I never filmed it or anything, but the setup for getting all these wasn't too bad in MS, well, it was kind of tricky in MS Paint. Even by MS Paint standards, it was kind of hard. I don't really want to do that again, or risk messing up that work, so we're going to stick with this. All right, here we go. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and open, or make this bigger. This is the easy part. Just a nice slide upward. There we go. There we go. This will be some nice jungle city. And with the pipes going across, it'll make it both like a viable way of getting around, as well as preserving the space for civilians to run around in, which will really make it seem like more of a city, which I'm going to be happy with. Perhaps on some of these I'll make them like really deep, almost like Coruscant dips. That could be fun. And then you could have civilians running around on multiple tiers. I think that would be nice. Well, actually, I don't know if that would work. I guess it depends on how I end up doing the hover. I guess I can't do it that way. Oh, that's too bad. Because I forgot I was going to use actually maybe I still can. Huh. I guess it'll come down to how I end up doing it. For now, let's just plan around a way that works both. Yeah, let's do that. I did go back and forth quite a bit on this map about whether or not I wanted to use the water as an invisible level so that I could like have units fly across smoothly, or if I wanted it to have a smooth transition like I did, and then units can go through the water, or can fly over an invisible water level. And you know what? I kind of think maybe I should stick to the first one, because I put all the work into this anyway. Especially if it also opens up the idea of using the water as like a steam or something. Yeah, that could work. Alright, so I'll stick with this for now. We'll see though. Let's go ahead and smooth this out. Alright. Nice and clean. Let's see how this looks. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, now let's go ahead and save that. So we got one little dip obstacle. And there will probably be a number of these scattered throughout the map. So, but I'd like to focus on this one first just to get it right. You know, just to make sure what I come up with works elsewhere. Usually a good idea to plan for consistency where available. Alright. Let's keep working on this. Now, what to do next? I am thinking about the layout still. I guess I do need to come to a decision, but I am a little uncertain as how I want to do this. Perhaps it would make sense to have infantry only pass across. I did like the pipes idea. But I might have to save that for another map. It would be kind of a waste to not take advantage of using the water down here. Yeah, I could have like lakes and stuff out here and whatnot. Question becomes then, how do I choose to branch this across then? I suppose let's set it to home. If it looks like this, does it make more sense to have infantry crossing like this, or both? Or do I just leave this like it is? I could do that. Something to consider. I could just leave it like this and make this a turbo laser point. Or actually, this would make a good landing zone right here. A landing zone here. And perhaps infantry only here. That's something to think about. Oh, excuse me, I just took a nap. Why am I tired? Or am I yawning? Not so much tired. Alright, so time to undo my work. Do I want it connecting to the outbase? I think connecting the infantry only to the outbase is never a bad thing. Yeah, I think that's the right call. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Which means a connection. Oh, let me grab that tool again. Measuring stick, I need you. Do I want it 100? I want it probably 200 wide. That seems like the smart decision. So, let's go ahead and undo the work. Just some of it. I don't need it to be a full 200, so let's go like this. Yeah. I just need to be over 100 wide and less than 200, and I think this will be okay. Let's get the other side. Alright. This seems to be working. There we go. Let's go and peek at how this looks. There we go. Alright, so this will be our infantry only paths. And I can turn this off, save, and start considering how to decorate it. I think the call is to use the Onderon props here. Okay. Let's grab the Onderon walls. Oh right, Onderon walls are under Onderon. Huh. I wonder if they should just be combined. I didn't like how long that took to load. A little scary. Like this, perhaps? Or perhaps... perhaps this. And I'll put it at this junction. Or this middle point. And then hit it to minus 25. There we go. Let me sink it down a bit. There we go. Try minus 45. There. I think that's pretty decent. Should it be more? Minus 47. I guess that's fine. Minus 47 and a half. Just minus 47. There we go. And I will do the same here and flip it. There we go. Minus 47. That was weird. And this needs to be added to, have 10 added to it, I believe? No, okay, 10 from it. 4990. There we go. And there we have it. I can go ahead and remove these. Oop, remove the ruler brush tool, but I'll leave that right there for now. This seems to look nice. Let's go ahead and save that. Now I just need some, well, I need to do a lot, but what I'll do next is I'll focus on trying to make a way that presents this as infantry only by somehow having an arch or something that is too tall for anything taller than an AT-PT to go over, to get through. Oh, speak of the devil. Perhaps these. Well, these could work. Rather unexpected to get something so quickly, but... Yes, I think these will work nicely. Alright. There we go. That was rather ominous music. I think I'll put on something more upbeat next. I guess all my futzing with this was a little pointless now, but I'll keep looking, see if I find something else I prefer for this, though. Excuse me. It's interesting. Might actually work, too. 15? I suppose I could center these. There's no reason not to. Oh, it does look a little awkward now. But I can just do this, so. Huh. It's kind of cute. Is that minus 85? Let's try 85. No. 84. Actually, you know what? I don't need something so complex anymore. I can just use this. Start with 50. Alright. Maybe just minus 80. Oh, that does. Nah. You know, maybe I should just go back to the original autosave. Just go back to the original fence type. Is it this? Yeah, it was this. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. No, I don't like that. Not sure I really want to keep these anymore now. Let's see what other arches we have. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Hey, here we go. It's a bit weird, but it's workable, I think. Problem with this map is all the stuff on the outside gets easy to click on by accident. Crap, I lost it. Where'd it go? Gate arch. Too small. Perfect? Quote unquote. Question mark. You know what? Maybe instead of this, I'll go with the other 200. This one. This seems like it might be better. And I'll hold on to you for later. Minus 47. Alright. There we go. Oh, and I need to get rid of this one. Replace it with one of these. 180. 90. 4600. Minus 47. There we go. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Oh. I guess that works. Let's try this one, see how it looks here. Huh. guess it's okay. Yeah. This will be okay, I think. I am tempted though to try the 200 instead. Music's suddenly changed. Let's try just lowering this quite a bit. That does seem quite low, but I think it'll be fine if I know the heights of these things. Let's go grab, right, okay. Let's go grab an ATPT, see how we feel about it. ATPT, where are you? Here we are. Hey, let's try ATRT. Huh, you know, that's kind of perfect. I mean, that's kind of exactly what I wanted. Huh. Nice. Alright. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. That's a good that's good distance. Or a good spread. Let's go ahead and set this to 270. Right. 10. There we go. There we go. 2 of them just like that. Save. And no, it's a lot of time for very little work, I'm afraid. But that's okay. Part of it is just figuring out what I want to do and then finding ways to repeat it so that it looks natural. I think that might be one of my strengths, is finding an aesthetic and then making it consistent throughout a map. It was something I did not do super well initially, but I think I've gotten a lot better at it. I sometimes get discouraged when I see maps using a lot of ripped assets because, well, these custom-made assets are good, but I mean, if you're competing with like stuff people just rip from other video games, it's always going to look worse, and it can be really depressing seeing that. But then I have to remind myself that people seem to like our maps anyway, so I shouldn't get too down on myself. I have a tendency to over-obsess on things, details especially. It's a strength and a weakness. Is there always this size? This is kind of nice. Oh, you know what? Huh. I guess I could have gone with the other kind. And you know what? I think I will. I think I will. Gotta get the shinies. 2, 8, 10, minus 47. Alright. There we go. I like that a lot. I don't know about you guys, but I do. This is exactly the look I want. Oops, not that. Click the wrong thing. Let's flip it around just for posterity. But maybe it does look different, I don't know. Minus 47. There. Is that nice? I think that's really nice. Ooh, maybe I can line these up slightly better. $88? Okay, so this would be 12. How you doing? How you like that? Let's save. Oh. Alright. Now, this will be textured. Probably just some kind of a brick thing. I'm tempted to do that now, you know. That's the bridge. So let's make this the brick. I did just save, so I should be okay. Well, let me save again. You never know when messing with textures. They can definitely be very finicky. Alright. I'll check on the music quick, actually. Feels... No, it didn't end yet. Okay. Let's go to temp bricks. Where are you? Temp bricks. You're here somewhere. I know you are. There's the tile rocks. I could use them, but I think I want to try bricks for the little bridges like these. Here we go. Temp bricks. They don't have a bump pass ability, which is kind of frustrating. But let's just go without for now. Alright. Which way do bricks run on bridges? Is it side to side or this way? I actually can't remember. I feel like I should know this. Oh, autosave. Oh, thank you for the like, whoever that was. I missed it. I mean, it doesn't tell me who it does anyway. Who does it anyway. But, thank you. You know what? No, let's just go with this. The same I did here? It is the same. Okay, yeah, it does look better this way. Now, I'm going to save and then start messing with the bump textures. Yeah. I don't really know what I want, though, if I'm being real. Oh, there's apparently a temp brick one. Waka waka. Alright, well, okay. That answers that. I'll save again. I mean, I'm saving a lot, but, you know, textures. They do crash more than anything else, at least for me. Okay. Let's see. I am quite satisfied with this so far. I need to figure out what I want down here. Honestly, maybe more temp bricks, but probably different kind. I'm gonna make temp bricks again, but I'm gonna do them the other way because I will need them for if I have any going left to right instead of up and down. That makes sense. Strange that this is not tied to its bump texture. They're both base game textures, so I guess that was just oversight for Petro. I know that like the stairs texture got lost somehow, or not lost, but like it isn't correctly assigned. Alright, I'm gonna save. Put on something more fun. Actually, can I? Is there a? No, I guess there isn't. That's too bad. Apologies. I thought I could find something that would, oh well. This'll do. I was hoping to find like a medley track, but no such thing. Just a little weird. You'd think it would exist. It's a popular song. Well, the zone is popular for the different music it has. Now, I'm going to go ahead and skip 2 spaces in case I need them here. And start working on the ground for down here. And I think I'll go with temp bricks. Or temp rocks. Temp stones? I forget what they are. Temp tile rock. Here we go. Perfect. Missed some. And I suspect, yep. There we go. These are some of the textures that got changed from the base game, but while I have some grievances with some of the changed textures, this one is definitely an improvement, I think. They both look nice, actually. The base game was not too bad, but this is just a bit more rugged, and I kind of like that. Yeah. Although they kind of drew it almost like a stack stone? Maybe not quite. No. Let's maybe try mixing in some yellows. Let's go. We gotta go bright for this, or not at all. It's not quite there. Let's save. And let's try. No. Wait. Ah, it was worth a try. Maybe I'll try keeping the bump texture, but mixing in different surface textures. Though maybe this bump texture just isn't strong enough. Let's see what else we got. That's not even, that's actually worse. That shows up, but this is definitely the wrong top surface color. Let's try sand. Smooth. Ooh. Hey there. How do you like that? That's interesting. And you know what? I'll just do this. I was gonna see this anyway. There we go. Do I want to mess with this a bit? There we go. What you think of that? Actually, this might not be necessary if I end up going with a different brick type. Yeah. That's... oh gosh, maybe I should have used that for this. No, because this matches this better. And I kind of feel like... yeah, I'll stick with that. But down here... time to save just in case. I am slightly obsessed with this song. Just slightly. No. Although, damn, if I ever do like a desert city and I want to convey like stones and then some of them being covered by sand, I am totally doing this right here. I'll have to remember this because this would be like perfect for mixing with like sand, I guess. Oh shoot, maybe I should go back to Sandsea Station and start putting this in somewhere. That could be pretty sick. But for now, you know, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this for later. Accidentally stumbled upon a great combination for mixing in with sand-blown cities. Alright. But now we need to pick something real for this one. Hey! Well, maybe the yellow is unnecessary with it already being sand colored. Oh. Oh yeah, actually that's a little better. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Let's save. Well, I guess I could have just relied on the autosave if I crashed. The song is called... Hello, Eric Bricks. I completely missed your post, sorry. The song is called Unwound from Final Fantasy XIV. And it's the dungeon theme for the Raktika Greatwood Dungeon. I forgot what it's called. Ronka Ruins or something like that. Basically, giant ancient ruins of an empire, but in a jungle. Oh. I could have sworn there was another type. That's not. Well, could just keep going and risk crashing. Let's see what else we got here. This is almost certainly a no. Although it's not as much of a no as I thought. I don't hate this. I got another fun one. Here we go. The map unfolds from Final Fantasy XIV. Also about exploring jungle ruins. But in a different context. That's a planet shit. Clicking on planets is especially risky for, Oh my gosh. I'll have to remember to combine wood textures with sand. Man, the smooth sand combines so well with bump textures. I love it. Nah, I'll leave that for now. How are you doing, Arc Bricks? What's that? Oh, Ack Bricks, not Arc. My bad. Ooh. I've become obsessed with this now. If I end up doing like a desert swamp map Like, maybe for DeSevro, I might end up going with something like this. Doing well, that's good. Trying to work out a more consistent schedule to avoid burnout. I'm thinking 2:30 to 5 PST might be that time. Wednesdays and Fridays. Interesting. Oh my gosh. Am I just going to use sand smooth texture with everything now? This looks way too good. Actually. Oh my gosh, I think that might be exactly what I'm looking for. I've become weirdly obsessed with this texture now. Well, maybe that's not stone-like enough. Is there a stone texture? Yes. Rock. Wait, hang on, rock. Oh, I forgot these existed. No, thank you. Sun bump? Yeah. I mean, that's good, but... I should probably put together a playlist of, just jungle music. I know I used to have one, but my iPad, or iPod reset all those years ago, and I think I lost it. Not quite strong enough. Let's go back to the, what was it? Temp Tau Rock? This one. No, this one. Oh. I think the call is to use this one. What do you think? I think I like that. It does have a cracked desert look, which is kind of sick. I'll save there. Well, the scale's a bit on the small side. Yeah, that's good. I think so too. The scale's a bit small, so I think this is a little better. There we go. Generally don't want to go too small. How are you, Blasto? Excuse me. Excuse me one moment. I need to go hop to the Sandsea station. Remember what the heck I did in here. Pretty good, but likely be going to bed soon. That's fair. Oh, is it? Are you in Europe? I know it's pretty late there. Just past midnight or something. Let's see. Let's copy these. Switch over without saving. Find Gobindi. Germany, yeah, past midnight, yeah. I wanted to like try to find a time that like works for like Germany, but also North America, because I know that's like the main time zones of people who will be watching. Okay, I might have put these things a little too far apart. Drag this back up here. Oh. I mean, what's the point of streaming if nobody can make it? Swamp. There we go. Where's it? Where's it? The vine one. In a perfect world, I'd be putting these vines. Oh, why are they looking so weird? Huh. They're supposed to be green. Are they... Oh, that is strange. Is it... Oh, it's a specular color. Oh. It's really strange, actually. Is it because I did such a steep angle? That's gotta be it. Oh, yeah, that's better. Gosh, what was I thinking when I set this up? Autosave. Of course. Yeah, it is past midnight. It's gotta be almost 1 there now. Maybe I'll have to start a little bit earlier. But I also want to be, like, late enough that, which of the EAWX mods do you like most? Developing for or playing? In terms of developing, I think I prefer to develop for TR because I use the TR editor. There's more stuff there. The planets are generally a bit more interesting because, well, there's more of them in general. Like, stuff was usually written around the post-Endor period, more so than the Clone Wars period. At least in terms of things that aren't represented and actually need doing. I think there's just more sheer volume in the post-Endor period. For playing, you know, I think I lean a little bit towards FOTR. There's a lot of stuff I like about TR, but I think I just like the controlling the Republic tech and having Jedi available. Although if I can be an Imperial with some kind of Force user, I'm pretty happy as well. If Zinj had artillery, I'd probably play him most of all. Because he doesn't always get Force users, but he does always get Uri Fen, who is basically just a Jedi. He's pretty tough in a fight. Interesting question. That looks a little silly. I guess it's meant to hang from things. I don't like the way it doesn't hang from one angle. It's just kind of like a collection of hanging things. I have no idea where this is used. I have to find out what the base game uses them because I've never used these props. I've never really been sure about where to use them. The different angles make it awkward. Actually, I am genuinely curious where the base game would use them. I'd say Felucia, but I suspect they're vanilla? Have you worked on anything intended for Rev? Yeah. I have to think about that. I mean, what I mainly work on is planets and maps, and those are pretty, available for everything. I've worked on some Ricotta stuff, which could debatably be Rev, but I thought of it as more of a TR thing. Because I think a lot of Rev is in the northeast and Ricotta's in the southwest. So I thought, like, in terms of TR, I thought of it more of a unknown region stuff more than Rev focus, but apparently the Ricotta might play a bigger role. I don't know. Well, a bigger than nothing role, so maybe I was wrong. What do you think here? Are any of these really associated with Rev? You know what? Rishi, kind of. Rishi from Tor. The Tor version of Rishi. I'm not super 100% happy with how it looks, but I definitely based it more on the Tor version than the source book stuff related to post Endor. So, you know, if you count the Old Republic MMO, that's one. Sith Temple, kind of. Like, I mean, I thought of it, like, as kind of Begarin, I guess. It's arguably more Tor period as well because it's Sith space, but, you know, kind of. Tangrene was going to be Flashpoint, but I wasn't super 100% thinking of it as Flashpoint, so I changed it to Tangrene. So you can kind of count that. Zelphatal isn't a specific planet, but I did sort of think of it as primarily getting plugged in for this one planet that the Mandalorians wipe out in the Mandalorian Wars, so you can kind of count that. I want to use this, but I don't know where. But most of my stuff gets applied across all the mods, so... the Mugfallow map I made, which would definitely be post-Endor, is... Well, it'd be for Mugfallow, which is a planet that isn't fully even coded yet. So it's been plugged in for Basilisk as well, which is a planet that the Mandalorians raid at some point prior to KOTOR. It's the planet where the Basilisk came from, and apparently the story there is the Mandalorians invaded, the Basilisks, realizing they would lose the war, basically nuked their own planet in spite, so that the Mandalorians got nothing out of it. So, here's that. Mugfallow currently isn't even plugged into the, or isn't even fully coded yet, but Basilisk is, so there's that. Put on another jungle song I can think of. What about you? What do you prefer playing? TR or FOTR? I must admit, I do enjoy playing as the Republic. I actually don't play as the CIS much now that I think about it. I mostly play TR. That seems to be most people's response. I am a little surprised that, like, well, sounds old to say it this way, but with how many Zoomers there isn't much interest in Clone Wars over post-Endor. FOTR, both because I like, or at least know, the era more and because it generally feels more polished. It does feel more polished, but, like, there are ways in which it's lacking, but now I can't remember what they are. I know they exist. I know there are shortcomings of FOTR that TR doesn't have, but, like, in terms of, like, immediately obvious things, FOTR does seem a bit more polished. was thinking of doing a playthrough on this channel of the base game FOC. TR is very cool too, with the many varied factions. You know, I almost think that the EAWX system might be designed more around TR. Well, obviously, because of history. Just because of, well, there's so many factions. And the, really high number of factions results in sometimes FOTR has mechanics that don't 100% translate to being one-on-one the way TR's many factions do. It's not a huge problem or anything, but it's sometimes noticeable. I think they both work. I think that was kind of a struggle with the government mechanics to an extent. Although although I should probably clarify that, like, it's even more true when you compare like how the game is set up around big GCs more than small ones, because sometimes like a small GC will just be kind of hell on account of certain mechanics that work perfectly well for a large GC just don't translate to a small. Although those get tweaked over time, but at least in early development, I should say, because that's probably what I have the most experience in, is working on the development versions. In the development versions, at least, you definitely see the cracks with smaller GCs on account of things being designed around large GCs. But TR is cool too with many varied factions. I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not making acute accusations or anything. Does that look random? Hopefully. Okay. Going through all the Nintendo 64 jungle themes, why not? Oh, this theme is actually pretty sick. This part anyway. With more fleshing out of the unknown regions in future versions, I might end up switching to preferring TR at some point, especially the Ceruvian and Kylix I'm interested in. I don't... No promises, but I don't think the Ceruvi are too far off. I mean, comparatively speaking. I think the Corellians are probably closer. Adding more to the unknown regions is something I've had fun with. Admittedly, but I think the first step to fixing the unknown or making the unknown regions fun is probably the Empire of the Hand ground roster, which keeps getting pushed off for reasons that aren't really in anyone's control, unfortunately. Oh dear, what did I do? I think once the Empire of the Hand are revamped, there'll be a lot of hype around them, and then people will play them a lot, and then we'll get exposed to playthroughs of them and stuff more, and stuff won't just have to be dismissed as, well, they're a work in progress, so, you know. But instead we'll be like, oh, this could be fixed, that could be fixed, oh, this could be enhanced, and I think that will lead to a lot more Unknown Regions fun in general. Well, the southern Unknown Regions are almost like, well, they're both the Unknown Regions, but like they're so far apart that like they're basically two different things. And that's where the Suruvi are, so I suppose the Unknown Regions in the south could get fleshed out quite a bit. Is that 450? It is not. I need to stop fussing about this. But yeah, I am looking forward to seeing more of the Unknown Regions. There is something fun about the unknown, I suppose. And I think to some extent it appeals to the same thing as the reason I like Star Wars in the first place, which is that, well, the EU anyway, the Legends EU, because like it's so massive that there's always something you haven't discovered yet. At least that's part of the appeal for me. Alright. I made this seem too desert-like. Huh, actually. I absolutely agree on that appeal. I just love how much stuff there is. Oh, I know. It's so fun just, like, knowing that there's never-ending lore, kind of. I think the fact that it's old makes it fun in a sense, too, because you have no idea what it's going to be. Or, like, if it's going to be, like, something that's kind of dated, something that sounds... And it's like... I think part of the reason I find some newer stuff, no, that's not a good way to put it. I think one of the reasons that, like, to Clone Wars, I called it Clone Wars instead of the Clone Wars, Mandalore bothered me was because, like, it's got that square aesthetic, but or at least the first episode, it's got like just a pure cube aesthetic for every scene, and it's just like, it feels a little off for Star Wars, but it feels especially off for being Mandalorians. But it bothers me on another level too, which is that it reminds me way too much of some of the other sci-fi that was coming out around that time. Like if you search generic sci-fi from that time period, that's basically what the Clone Wars Mandalore looked like. And it was just like, okay. I like it when things are like either, let me save, their own unique thing, or they can be a reference. I don't think that's, I think it's bad faith to believe that nothing can be a reference, because that's impossible. But when it's a reference to something super old, like I think part of the reason Star Wars works is because it feels like such a different location is because it was made in the 70s and 80s, and so by default everything there is a little foreign to us, just because of the time period. And then when what was it? The prequels came out, they kind of went out of their way to give everyone weird haircuts and stuff. And so, like, it still ended up seeing mostly foreign. Which I guess in the sequels, they just kind of use modern haircuts for everything. Which might be why I find it a little off-putting. Like, the Jedi hair is absolutely ridiculous in the prequel trilogy. But, like, at the same time, it feels super alien, so... I think we just go north. I'm overthinking this, but whatever. I think the deliberate decision to look strange really helps Star Wars, or at least look old. Either look old or look strange. I think those are the two rules for Star Wars. Don't look like anything modern at the time of being made. Which, okay, I'm guessing I'm criticizing the Yuzong Vong here because those are just Terminator droids and Hellraiser, I guess, which are both pretty 90s, 2000s, so. And again, I still haven't gone through New Jedi Order, so. But I was kind of put off by them, and maybe that's the reason why. Although, I suppose for many people now, the Yuzong Vong would seem old and foreign because they wouldn't look like things that came out around the 90s and 2000s. It was a long tangent of thought. I did not want this statue, actually. I wanted the other one. It's a little too big. I can't think of what to play next. There we go. Okay. There we go. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. That's just kind of my line of reasoning. Star Wars should either be strange or old. I don't know if you guys agree. Alright. You have a nice sleep. It was nice talking to you, Blasto. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Yeah, I was thinking of taking a break for a little bit, but I don't know. So I wanted to go for a longer period today, but I also felt like I can't actually sit here for 3 hours straight, so I was thinking, minus 15. This is an interesting idea. It might work. I was thinking I might go, actually I think I might take a break right now for like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Then come back and finish the rest for the next 90 minutes after that. But you have a nice night, Blasto. Acbrix, I will be back. I'll set an alarm right now, actually. For 6 minutes. And I will return. Alright. Let's put this back. I return! I'm gonna put this... Oh, that song ended faster than I thought. I thought I had that timed correctly. Alright. Here we go. Now, statues are nice, but I'm not sure I really want them everywhere because they're white for one thing. White, whereas everything else is a little dusty. Not sure. I do like these statues, but the white might be a little too different. I suppose I could keep going. They do fill in the gaps kind of nicely. Although I don't know if Gobindi is nice enough to have just a ton of statues lying around. Oh. It's not even close to that much. Oh, minus 15. Okay, there we go. I don't know. Hey, Leo. I'm debating if I want to keep these white statues here all along the sides. I feel like it might be a little too much for a jungle city. What with being white and white marble and also the humidity causing everything to erode. So I'm a little on the fence about it. I don't know. What do you think? I want to put something along these edges, I just haven't decided what. Wait, can you hear me? Oh, okay. I was just about to... Well, I did send a message already. Currently, just... This could work, actually. I don't love it being white, but... it could work. It's Gobindi. Gobindi. Hi, Dragon Magic. Nice to see you. Gobindi is from the Galaxy of Fear books, and it's basically a planet where there were all these. Let me see if I can set this up. That's not gonna work. How do I explain? There were all these ziggurats elevated above a really, really obscenely hot jungle. And the ziggurats basically kept everyone from getting like ensnared in the nasty jungle or whatever. But the people who built them were long gone, dead or whatever. But cities popped up on top of them and everything, and basically occupying the ruins because there was like a setup for a city already on the planet, just no one was living in it. So that's the idea here. There were plagues on the planet in the past because like it's such a hot jungle that everything that plagues and disease thrive. But with modern technology, that became less of an issue until the Empire was like, hey, what if we enhanced our own plague here? And that's kind of the plot of the book. Because the Empire is evil. I didn't like it by itself, but with two of them, I kind of like it. So, they're just basically... The jungles are too dangerous. And, I mean, they're not, like, super dangerous, but, like, nobody lives in the jungles below, especially because, like, some plague monsters end up going down there, which are just slimy or whatever. And eventually, people figure out how to, like, create treatment for the plague and everything, so... The plague does not end up being as dangerous as people initially thought, especially like once like antidotes are created, which yeah, but it's kind of just like an interesting idea of being a city on top of stone structures, on top of stone ziggurats with bridges between them, and ending up being kind of metropolitan after a time, just obscenely hot. So, I'm kind of looking forward to having a jungle that is also a city. That was kind of like why I wanted it to include it. But I also like the stone idea. Although, of course, I chose a concept that's going to punish me to hell and back. This is going to be a lot of prop placement. Well, it was like 3,000 of these things to like make the stone steps all around it. And even here, I thought I was going conservative. So yeah, let's try maybe minus 50. I'm a little iffy about this after all, maybe. Interesting. So are the ziggurats are solid stone with no one inside them? So some are and some aren't. So one of the ziggurats were made by the Gobindi to get away from the disease of the jungle. And one of them, the biggest, which I'm going to make as the main base, was completely flat. But underneath were a bunch of ruins and stuff. And inside those ruins, they contained a deadly plague. I don't know how that works. They just did. But on a lot of other ones, there were like buildings and stuff built atop them and whatnot. This one in particular, but here I'm having the buildings also dip underneath because I like that more for gameplay. And maybe it's less lore accurate, but I feel like it's not implausible that some would dip above and below. So. I don't know how I feel about these. The more I stare at them. So, it depends on the ziggurat. Some are solid stone. Well, the main one appeared to be solid stone, but it actually was hollowed out underneath containing the plague. And, but others very obviously had structures above, and I like to think below, like this. So, it's a mix. Um, do the ziggurats stretch across the whole planet? That's a good question. You know, it didn't really say, but you know, I'm not even sure if the planet has an ocean. I assume it must. Ah, did not mean to click on that many. Joel, are you still there? Because if you are not asleep yet, I haven't asked you something. I am still on the fence about this. It's a good question. I don't think we really know. I'm here. What's up? What's your favorite planet from any franchise and why? Planet, sorry. Okay, this is weird, but maybe good. Let's try minus 50. Oh, hang on, hang on. Oh, okay. Okay, that didn't work. That's interesting. There is no wrong answer. Unless it's Mandalore from the Clone Wars. Oh, I mean, it can be a fantasy one as well. Like, I mean, it doesn't have to be like a lore dump reason. It can just be like, oh, I think it's neat looking. This is interesting. Well, it's only one. I do have a soft spot for the Italy aesthetic of Naboo and the majestic beauty of Alderaan. Those mighty, albeit boring, answers. I mean, it's your answer. Some of them have surprised me. Answers I didn't quite expect from people. This is 8 degrees. Should it be 9? No. Can I do 60? Can I get away with that? What's up? Albeit. Sort of. More like A-H. More like that, but yes. Albeit. I've never really thought about it. Why? Albert. Yeah, I know how to say the name Albert, like Fat Albert or Albert Einstein. So you were saying, albeit like Albert, your your FOTR GC idea is taking form. I'm glad. I mean, it was actually your idea. I was just like planting the seeds. It's definitely in scope for 4.0 even at the moment. Well, that's cool. Also, what do you guys think of this? Oh, just a idea for a GC that kind of ties into a lot of Bantam era references to the Clone Wars and stuff. Also, what do you guys think of this? Yay or nay? Actually, I wonder if... no, not that. Can I move this over to 80? Ah! Wrong one! I like it. Nice looking small plastic, I think. Okay, now. 5190. There we go. Well, okay, that didn't work out. Took off the angle. Okay. Just made this like 90. Okay. That actually maybe works even better than what I was originally thinking. Nice looking small plaza. Oh, come on, autosave. Q poked me a few days ago about an event for a Clone Wars era Biff-Pashi Jedi uprising as mentioned in Thrawn Trilogy, and it plus a few other things are now tossed around together into its own GC. I've been listening to the Thrawn Trilogy again on audiobook. It's quite enjoyable. I mean, I feel like to enjoy it, you have to be a big fan of the original trilogy, because if you're not, it won't connect with you, I don't think. Because, oh, come on, son of a bitch. If you're not a huge fan of the original trilogy, a lot of it's not going to connect for you, I think. Okay, good. Interesting. This is different from the GC shown in the previous channels. Yes. Like this. Let's see how this is. Haha! That's a little weird, but you know what? I'll take it. It's kind of nice, actually. It's weird, but I like it. I am kind of making the city a little too nice compared to what it is described as, but you know what? If it's metropolitan area now, it gets to be nice. Those are the rules. So say I. So say we, so say we. Germany. Okay, cool. Germany has the Thrawn trilogy as an audio drama adaptation with the German voice actors of the movies, including the film music, sound effects, and everything. Oh, that's kind of cool. I do not have this lined up correctly. So say we, so say we. Is this right? I think that's right. There we go. There we go. It's the only way I experience the Thrawn trilogy nowadays. Oh, I like the audiobook version, but I suppose hearing it in German is nice too. Do they keep the... There's a lot of echoes back to the original trilogy in it. I don't know if those translate as well across language though. Like repeating quotes from the original trilogy. So say we, so say we. Many things survived, but some did, perhaps. Okay. Then again, the German version of the original trilogy lost a few things in translation. 1 second. I will read this as soon as I start saving. So, like, are the different ziggurats each their own, like their own organized district that connects together for a full city, or is each ziggurat self-contained? You know, you're asking a lot of good questions that the book never really answered. I'm afraid. But from what I could tell, they all kind of connected as like a singular city called Madala, M-A-H apostrophe D-A-L-A. So kind of. So it's up to interpretation a little bit, but I think like them all connecting constitutes one city. If that makes sense. I'm pretty sure they do constitute one city connected. If I remember correctly. For example, when doing the translation in German, the script was changed from Han talking about Kessel Run to saying Coursal Flight because they didn't know what Kessel meant. Oh, those look the same both ways, thank God. Wait, do they? They're slightly different. It's gonna haunt me now. This is from Final Fantasy XII, and you may be able to tell, but this movie or this game came out shortly after Attack of the Clones, and the influence on it is of the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones is somewhat obvious, even in the music choice. Yeah, I see because you have several ziggurat complexes. So basically, in the German scene, Han is talking about a normal flight through the atmosphere because that is what Coursal Flight means, which makes it seem even dumber in Germany. So he's like, yeah, I once flew. Yeah, cool. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Did Parsec translate to German as well? Ooh, that's an interesting question. I'm kind of curious now. I will keep this. I think I mentioned this earlier, but one thing I think I do well with mapping is I establish an aesthetic and then I copy it and repeat it throughout the map. And so every map doesn't feel like a combination of random ideas. It feels like it has its own set rules. Well, except my old ones. But, you know. And I think that's probably why some of the early parts of the map always take forever, is because I'm busy figuring out what the rules of the map's art will be. It took me a while to get that solidification down, though. So basically, he had an in-atmosphere flight that went on for several light years. Yep. Alright. Good job, Han. I'm trying to put a bunch in a row like this so I can copy paste them all. Oh crap. We sadly have a bunch of such weird translation mistakes often. Actually, Joel, do you have a copy of Darksaber by any chance? The Simpsons scene where Homer yells, name his favorite team and how cool they are by screaming, Isotopes rules? What? What does the German translation do? It has him say Isotop's gameplay rules as the rules you have to follow, which is entirely different word in German. You don't have Darksaber. Okay. If you ever find a German copy of Darksaber in any form, I would very much like to know how it describes Truton Pterodac's planet that he is in an asteroid base above. I have a suspicion that they're going to name drop it, and it's not going to be Hakasi. I suspect it's going to be something like Ruavon. If we end up with anything like the weird Sovereign reference for Zinj. This weird Sovereign reference. Save that. Okay. Well, here's that. Might put statues around the outside now. Do I want these statues, though? You know, I kind of do. Zinj Sovereign stuff is hilarious, especially if it comes from a German mistake. So, I thought it was just the German mistake, but I have the abridged audiobook version of that book, and it calls it the Sovereign too, which makes me think it's not just the Germans, it's just something that was in like some notes or something, but never like in the final version of the book. Which I think is interesting. Destroy these. So I wonder if that would result in Truton Pterodac's planet being Ruavon rather than unnamed. Wait, wrong number. There we go. That's kind of nice. I mean, it's going to be absolute hell for prop placement numbers, but I'll just go really sparing on the jungle and use like mega props rather than grass. It's kind of nice. I like this. I don't know if this will make it into point 3. At this point, probably not. But I do want to have this planet included. And not just for Gobindi, but I guess it'd be nice to have an alternate jungle temperate map. I don't know. Then again, nice as I make this look, this might not play super well. Who knows? I haven't really had this tested yet. Which is a little risky, I suppose. There we go. Save. Then again, this whole little dip thing has been less than 200 objects. So it can't be that bad. Seems like most of the stress is going to come from these. Sirocco from the KOTOR comics? I know that name. No, I'm thinking of something else. What's Sirocco's deal? Pyramid style elevation. Yeah, this could also act as like an alternate option for planets that are using the Yavin model or map right now. For color design? Oh no! The tragedy. I think rather than just these dips across the 9 different ones, I'll need to come up with a rising building scheme as well. This one I can probably leave alone. Except maybe some buildings on the outside. This one will have a dip of some kind, probably. This one should definitely have a dip to protect that stuff over there. I think a dip right here would be appropriate. Force both ways to go around. The first landing zone. I'm not sure. I think just a bunch of buildings in the background would be sufficient. Go ahead and turn these. Oh, okay. Autosave. Come on. Okay. Get some more. Hey, there we go. It's done. Let's go and save that. I had a crazy, stupid idea. Did I save? Let me save again, just in case. Let's see here. Oh. That's a little wild. It's a little too strong. Yes, it is. Okay, that didn't work. How tall are the ziggurats? I don't remember, but they are massive. Like, they're kind of small in this. Oh. Good night, Joel. You can go to sleep? Go ahead. Good night. They are huge. I wish I could remember, but, like... Let me check my notes. Maybe I wrote it down. Ah, here we go. 300 meters. I thought it was 300 something. They are 300 meters tall, or at least the big one is. It varies. How wide are they? They vary. They're all going to be a bit different from each other. What if I made them like this? And then... Oh yeah, this is another map where I'd like the a steam prop to exist. But I'm afraid of the lag that might incur. Their width definitely varies quite a bit. I know that for sure. Because some were definitely described as being much larger than others. You know, that seems to be the implication, but it's not explicit. People don't really know what happened to them, but by the end of the book, it seems to be the implication that a bigger plague wiped them all out. They were not super advanced, but they did have like enough to like technology to like combat some of the plagues. And they inscribed like the cures onto their stones and stuff, and people took that and basically synthesized their own cures. One second. So I don't know if this is a good idea, to be honest. I should just stick with water. Or nothing for now. I don't want to overload the computer a bit. And also so that people build this stuff, also be able to build all the ziggurats across the planet, which would have been a lot of work. Yeah, but you know, I mean, it's like how ancient people built the pyramids and stuff. And you got the manpower and the drive. And it's like the difference between having space technology and advanced architecture is still pretty wide. Plus, having space technology doesn't mean you have contact with the outside worlds anyway in Star Wars, because of the massive distances, you know. You need a hyperdrive for that. Which, we have space technology, but not hyperdrives. So, there's that. Well, they don't really specify what the Gobindi were shaped like, so they could have been some super muscular people, which would have at least helped with their construction. Let's see. Looking at stuff 300 meters is skyscraper size. Yeah, I mean, they are pretty big. Well, keep in mind, of course, they must have had some massive quarries. Probably, but you know what they probably got help from? Ancient aliens. Hey, wait. They are ancient aliens. You know what? I think I might want to mix in some doors and stuff here. That might be fun. I keep putting off doing something because I'm not sure. CAS door large. Too large. This kind of like this. I don't know, what do you think? Just the occasional door here and there. Actually, you know what might be better? Let's look under desert props and find. Neither of these are shaped exactly how I want. Excuse me. Oh, these are new. Interesting. Maybe. Yeah. Four, 6, 0, 0. There's 25. What do you think of that? Let's try 0, 5. Then minus 3, 7.5? Yeah. How is that? Crazier idea would be to do this all around the map, or all around these undersides. Might be feasible though. No, not that. Four, 5, 0, 0. 5, 5, 0. Why are those not lined up? Oh, because it's wrong. There we go. Looks like it fits pretty well. The starport might make it be pretty interesting to make. You know, I'm probably gonna keep that a little simple, but I'm not sure. We'll see. If you'd like to read the book yourself, you can on Internet Archive. They have the whole Galaxy of Fear book series able to be checked out and read as a library. As a digital library. That's how I've been rereading them. Oh, I really could go all the way around with these. Should I? Maybe I should just stick to the corners like this? I don't know. This does look good, but I get... You know what? Screw it. Let's go for it. 37.5. Fuck off. What happened there? Minus 37.5. There we go. Let's see how that plays out. I'm gonna try and keep it really simple. Let's see how that plays out. Ugh. I do this every time. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. Alright, that's... Yes, this will definitely not be ready in time for 0.5 or 0.3. Although I didn't think it would to begin with, but I wonder if it would just... No, I'm kind of sold on this now. Crap. I want 40... 46.95. Then minus 37.5. Oh, what happens if I put one on? Oh, let's look. Let's see how this looks. Huh! Lines up perfectly. Didn't expect that. That's a nice surprise. Alright. Screw it. This is actually a little bit easier to copy paste than some of the rest. What the fuck? Okay, maybe it's not. I'll have to remember to do the awnings last. I punish myself so much when making these things. I swear to God, this better play decently well when I'm finished with it, though. I'm gonna be sad if this is like a map that doesn't play very well. Minus 37.5 again. See, this is what I do like about the way I do it, is it like, once I have something figured out, I just copy paste it over. It actually might not make things too difficult to replicate. But we'll see. This is nice, actually. Yeah. Although it's making me think that these should be lowered now. 22? 20? No, I think I'll just keep him at 35. Oh, fuck it off. There we go. Alright, there we go. Fine. Yeah. Take these three and copy paste them along. Actually, I don't know how the corners will look. They'll probably be okay though. Auto save. Come on. Minus 37.5. Was your player John that got people live here and turn it into Metron? You know, I'm not really sure. I was kind of wondering that myself. I think it's just the location. Pre-built city. Convenient lake location on the hyperspace lanes, maybe. I think that's about all it came down to. Actually, yeah, I think it's the beginning of the book. It's a tax haven. I think at the beginning of the book they do mention that it's become quite heavily trafficked. Not like you can mine much down below. Oh, actually, it's a big hive of cryptocurrency. That's why it's called Planet Plague. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, these all can have the same height, actually, so that's convenient. This might not be as much of a hassle as I thought. Lots of traffic kind of indicates a need for a well-established starport. I'll probably reread the book before that part of the book before I started the starport, but yeah. Okay. That's actually really nice. Yeah, I'm starting in the center of the map. This is not the first landing zone. This is the middle platform here. Let's save there. The base is going to be up in this top right left corner. And the starting landing zone will be down here. So, that's the idea. I guess I can do some passability for now. Oh, I've done zero passability at all. Alright, whatever. I should put some sort of building on these corners. Start at the center, work your way outwards. Kind of. I think it's gonna, well, yeah, that technically, but I'm gonna like figure out what I want for this one, and then move on to the one I think will be most like it, kind of, and copy the pattern there. Let's go ahead and set this at 20. Slide this along here. ahead and draw in. Doop, 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 doop. And let's do the rest as infantry only. Well, you know, I'll just have to redraw those. That's okay. Oh well. Redraw the umbrella stance. Now I can start putting civilians in these. Here we go. How you like me now? How you like me now? There we go. And did Leo ever make those passive categories? I don't think he did. No, I guess not. Let's see. Ah, yes, cannon fodder. These are just civilians. You gotta have Celestins because they show up everywhere, and Duros actually, and Twi'leks. So for the next one, Trandoshans would probably like this place. It's nice and hot. You can put a Talar tie for fun. Weequay, sure. Put a Celestin. And we'll just put this guy right in the middle. Seems like a good place for him. Let's see. Now we need Gonk droids. Oh yeah, droids, of course. Gonk. There we go. Passive Bothan. Gotta have a Bothan. Wait, a Talar tie? Yeah. You gotta have your Ifen representation. I do like Duros and Celestins and Twi'leks to be rather represented, so I could put another one here as well. Let's see here, and let's have a Tarantuk in the middle of the city. Really wish we knew more about them and their state in the galaxy. Yeah. I guess I can put a police guy here. Jawa, why not? I could put a human. And another human. Oh, I have 2 Celestins, but that's okay. Pingani, it's probably absurdly hot for Pingani, so I might exclude them. It's too hot for Snow Human. Oh, do I have passive Desert Human? I guess I don't. I should, though. Does he fit? I guess kind of. Let's think. It would definitely be the wrong kind of hot for a Mustafarian. I imagine the gear would, Mont Calamari, it would be pretty humid for them. I did include one on this side, so I'll probably include another one, but like a little bit less, but maybe in like the next one over. I did consider it. Hut. You know what? This is the central one, so including one hut here isn't a bad idea, I think. There we go. Maybe I should set up the passability and actually get this map tested. This map is actually much larger than I intended it to be, but I think that's okay. I don't really want to mess with that right now, actually. Alright, so that done. With that done, I guess the next thing to do would be to consider where I want to put the next. You know what? I think it's definitely got to be here. Something along the middle to protect. This one. I'm thinking about what I want, though. I'm considering a water-only, like, pipe covering here. Pipe covering might not be a bad idea, actually. Grab the measuring tool. Let's see here. As long as I come to here, I think. And like this, I think. I guess a moisture evaporator would be kind of pointless on a plant like this because of all the humidity. There we go. Actually, wait, how far is this from 450? 4, okay. 4900. That'd still be plenty of room, but they'd have to go around and stuff, so. Then again. Maybe there could be a rooftop garden. Maybe. I'll have to think about it. Sorry, I got something in my eye for a second there. Oh, excuse me. Let's try. Man, something in my eye is really itching. Excuse me. I'm thinking this one will be a bit more tech themed. Because I'll include a hover path for it. Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure how I will do that though. But we'll see. Excuse me. Yeah, I think 7,000 would be more appropriate. So this is 48. This should be at least 52. Yeah. Let's make it 56. Oh, goodness. Oh, you know what? 52. Moisture vaporizers are kind of weird given that they harvest water from air, but we can see in places where they would have the hardest time still working. Still there, though, than nothing in the desert. Yeah. Have you read the Kenobi book? Unrelated to the Disney thing. It's quite good, and it goes into moisture vaporators quite a bit. Not unlike the science, but like they're a big part of the story. Bit on the fence about this, but I think it'll be okay. It's a good book. It's a bit unusual in that it's a lot more down to earth than most Star Wars books are, but I rather liked it. Yeah. Is this too skinny? It's a little skinny. I wonder if, crap. Clicked on the wrong thing. this, this, this. Oops, wrong one. And this. 5, 1, 7, 1. Just have them intersect like this. Yeah. See how this feels. Only 200. I mean, that is acceptable, but I would like wider. Probably too early, but what kind of capsules would make sense here? Mercenaries. Local defense, why not? Sensor. And capturable random flying. Those are the ones that, like, seem the most easily viable. Landing pads? Yeah, the ones that, like, spawn a random flying unit. Those would probably make sense here. Yeah. Sometimes jail speeders. And the VATs. Other things, I guess. Actually, I think I have a better idea. Yeah. 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 There we go. So these areas will both be buildings that block everything, and this area can be like a bunch of pipes that hover units can go through. And I'll put a turbo laser tower right here, I think. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. I think that will work. Actually, how big is this? I think I can work with that. I think I can work with that. I should probably go grab some pipes so I remember what I'm working with. Well, I think I might stop there for today. It's been 3 hours. Yeah. I appreciate everyone stopping by. I will do this again on Friday, 2:30 to 5:30 PST. Texture might need some work here. That's okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and save and close. So thank you everyone for coming by. And especially you, Dragon Magic, since you might be the ones there. No, I think I think Akbrix is still here. Yeah, okay. Here you are. Alright. I don't really know how a closing off thing, do I? The music ended too. Perfect timing. Alright, so good night, everybody. Hopefully see you Friday. Good night, Akbrix and Dragon Match.